Alrighty. Back at trying episode 60 again. Yesterday I had some technical difficulties, kept trying to reset it, and it just was not happening. So, we're going to go ahead and pick up where we left off yesterday. We lost a massive amount of population on Cinis. We were up to 70, and I think we dropped down to like 58,000 or something like that. And it was all due to supply chain fluctuation and whatnot. So we've been trying to fix a lot of our supply chains all the way from tier 1 to tier 4 people. Alright, sound check's good. There we go. So yeah, we've been trying to go through and fix all those. Yesterday we got a few things done, but then the stream failed and I was done fighting that fight, so is what it is. We'll get back to it today. The main things I wanted to tackle today was still working on togas, the wine, and fine-tuning some soap, as well as getting some specialists around, seeing if we could up our productivity. One of the things I was looking at was over here. There's an empty slot. Look in, and this is for the game boards, plus 20%. But the specialists aren't always just for the end item. Sometimes they are also for any of the other products that are made. So this one's for the game sets, but since I have all of my gold makers here where they make the gold bars, that is part of the game sets, so they will get a 20% buff on that as well. So that's a good thing to always keep in the back of your pocket there. Make sure that you're getting credit where you can. Not sure why. There it goes. Twitch was struggle busting a little bit there, but it's good to go now. Alright. So, we have enough toga makers. We have enough cloth coming in, but we have already run out of purple drink. So we're pretty much burning through that. That's already a lost cause. What we're struggling here too with is grapes. We got a lot more honey coming in, or honeycombs, and we got enough winemakers, but they're going to run out of grapes quickly. So we're going to check and see where our grapes are coming from, see if they have anything extra that they could be sending. So this island, yeah, they have plenty right there. We're only sending 100 on that ship. This ship is sending another 150. And this one, Closer Island, is sending 100. Both of these islands have extra to send, but they don't have any extra room on those ships. Let's see, Acropolis to Cinis. That one is full. Yep, that one's full as well. That one's going to Tiana. That's going to this one. That is solely that one. All right. It is time to add a third boat. A third boat. This island is absolutely crucial to the survival of Cinis, apparently. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and put on probably another 100, 150 grapes, just because it appears to be maxing out. And that could be just because it's such a long trip, you know. So we'll leave a couple slots open for any future things we want to steal from that island, because definitely gonna need more. Still building some of our navy ships. We can get a couple more in. We're running out of wood quick, but that's fine. We're just gonna keep rotating those through. We got plenty of population. This was the ship that had our extra guys right here. So these two I've now remembered I was going to bring here. And because both of those are ones we could use for excuse me. Those are both ones we're going to be able to use for the soap production. So we definitely want to get those up and running. I might have to move some things around here. We're going to see what we can do as far as balancing it out here a little bit. We got enough pigs. Pigs are good. We have more lavender than we have pigs and lard coming in. So we could up that a little bit. But one of the things I wanted to build over here was the officium. Problem is there's not a whole lot of space because, yeah, that guy's huge over there. The what's that thing called? The villa. So if I were to tuck this all the way back here, that might give me the most room possible. So we're gonna move some of these around. Oh yeah, and this right here. We are not getting enough charcoal. We only built one mine. It's producing 2 tons. We need 3. So we got another mine over here. So we're going to go ahead and throw another coal mine in here. Get that balanced out. Let's see if we can fit this officium. Right there we go. Give it a road. And then we're going to stack as many of these buildings in as possible. Now, what do these have? This is negative happiness and fire. Soap makers are plus health minus happiness. Trying to think how I can get the most. If we're gonna put those 2 here, try to get the most out of them. Residence and range, knowledge. All right, well, might as well throw him here where all the residents are. All right. Oh, and you're here. I guess that is a quick trip. All right. Send our gopher book back. Alright, let's get over here. So, I already know I can't say this word, so I'm not going to say it, but she does, what do we got? Workforce and upkeep cost down for the actual soap makers. So that's a good one to have in there. That'll get us some of our population back. And then this one is soap chains get plus 10 productivity. So I definitely want to make sure as many of the buildings are within range as possible, and that also includes these farms here. So what we need to do is figure out how we're going to cram as many things as close as possible to this building. It might be worth just putting out another road. And doing something way out here. Yeah, we might just move this whole thing over here. We're going to need a new warehouse, though. It's going to be too far. We already know that we're going to end up using all this space for farms and everything, so we might as well just get ahead of it now. Alright, let's find a place for this officium. Then let's figure out how we want to move all these. And of course it's on a different. Alright. I had it. There we go. And a little bit of room for growth because I have a feeling we're going to be able to fit a few more buildings in here in a little bit. With any luck. And we'll do the same thing on this side here. all those moves we did yesterday, we're going to undo them, bring these buildings over here, where we get to save population and hopefully some monies. Ah, look at that. Alright. How's that look? Everybody is in there. Let's see if we can get some piggies over there.
Construction of a ship has finished.
Okay, this is a little bit bigger. Let's go ahead and just grab a couple of those at a time. Ooh, see, you know what? I hate when it won't let us do that. Alright. We know we gotta do pigs, so we're just gonna build some new ones here. Well, messed that one up. That's fine. Can I fit them now? Oh, somebody's got a question for us. Alright. See, that works. All of that soap production is now well within there. Upgrade that. We can now delete U3, get the population back because we were going negative, and let's see what the people request. The flow of trade. Ooh, generous funds. This is for Skellington. Removes all negative effects. Sounds like a good idea.
As ever, we shall obey.
Yep, we will throw money at our problems and hope for the best. Alright. So we added another farm here, or another charcoal. We got these things running over here. Freed up some space. Let's see where our soap production is now. Man. Alright, so we are at 9 tons of pig, 9 tons of lard, 11 tons of the lavender, and 9 tons of soap. So right now it looks like the lard and soap kind of where we're maxed out on, but we did increase that a little bit, so not sure if it's quite worth boosting that up right now. We'll call that one at least good. And let's see if we've gotten anybody else here that we can... Soap chains and range, same thing. That one we got all those houses, so that's actually good. And they got nobody else. And then our other soap island, are you getting any buffs? No. That one, an extra Medici. Alright, so that's that. We'll see how the soap plays out now that we got that third island dialed in. We'll see if we start to actually keep some. And then we'll go and check the trade routes and see if any of the islands are hoarding any, and if we need to up our trade routes. Alright, we already know that wine. Yep, grapes. Grapes have officially failed. That's an easy one to oh no, we added that other ship already. It still ain't doing its job. Yeah, you're struggling to get us purple drink. Alright, but we're gonna go back to, and bread. Bread is not being produced. here? Oh, because everything burned down. That's fun. Not sure what these buildings were. Bakeries. Yep, that'll put a stop to bread being made real quick. Down 11 people. Why? Oh, probably because they weren't making any bread and they lost their population. Great. That's the bad part about keeping your islands thin on people. They don't use any resources, but at the same time, if anything goes wrong, you have nobody there. You end up hitting the red pretty quick. All right, one of the other islands we had did have grapes. System. And they had a whole bunch extra, right? So let's go and see if this island has any extra room where they can... Nope, they are maxed out as well. They are sending plenty of honeycomb and plenty of grapes, but they have a fair amount in stock still. That's the only ship. Okay. Well, it is time to give them a second ship. We are gonna zoom in because it's not liking that. Haciendum. Yeah, system. Alright, there we go. Let's give it... Oh, another 150 grapes, and we'll go ahead and throw in another 50 honeycomb. Just because I feel like that's going to be an issue. See, the islands that are supposed to be producing our purple drink are just not keeping up. Alright, we are down to just one gopher ship left. How many ships we got in this group here? 10? Alright, that's not a bad group. Move them over. Or you know what? We might actually send these over to Albion. Just so we got 10 more over there. How are we doing on wood? Only uses 45. We're going to get us 2 more cargo ships going. Because we are spending a ton of ships on all these trade routes. Alright. So, we have addressed. Garam's keeping up. It does look like soap's keeping up there. Okay. Sandals are starting to trend up. Struggling on rope and sails. That's understandable. Amphora, kind of good. Olive oil's trending back up. Okay. Wine is getting back under control. Tablets are not 0. It looks like really it's oh wait, did we get togas? Oh, togas, yeah. Togas, it's the purple drink. We're struggle bussing on purple drink for togas. Alright, let's see where it's all coming from. Scorpion Glitch Land and Titiana. Alright, we're gonna cycle through them really quick. Nope, that's this one. Scorpion Clinch Land. Here we go. This is where one of our strongholds for this. Not sure, man. We are making 8 tons of snails, and we're only processing 6 ton into purple drink. What I really need is extractors. I need things to make extractors more efficient. Tunic. If that said togas, I'd be interested. Smelters. Seafaring, nature residents, custodes. Let's re-roll. Let's go through this a couple times, see if we can get something. Residents in range, but I don't give a crap about prestige. Happiness plus 30. That's not a horrible one. Ammophora chain in range. Oh, it re-rolled on its own. I would have taken that Ammophora one.
What about your secret for luscious hair?
Red chain. Definitely going to grab that guy. It's only 10%, but it's 10% I don't have right now. Ammophora, that's another 10%. I'll take it, okay. Sandal makers, they're spread out everywhere. It's not worth it. Residence in range. Okay.
With their lot and may soon
Oh no, Cinis is mad again. Alright, let's get another reroll. Let's see if we can get some more in here. Knowledge. Ranged. Seafaring. Cloaks. We're not making any cloaks yet because we don't have any islands. Bird tongue. We're not making that anywhere. Ammophora is another 10%, but I think I got that all on one island. I think we're not making those. Health from sandals. Blah. Toga chain in range plus 20%. Yep. Buying.
Necessities.
Alright, we're gonna keep rolling these until we can fill up this ship. Armories don't care, siege don't care, residents, they're fine. Now if it was like a purple or something for happiness, we'd definitely do that. But for these few, eh. Alright, so we got purple vintners. We have those everywhere, so I'm not really sure that that's gonna hit anything great. Water, nah. Tunics, charcoal burners. I am gonna grab that one just for that. Those two that we just bought or just built. That might be good for those. Rope, productivity. I don't even know how much this is costing. $20,000 a roll. Yeah, tanneries, income, don't care. Porridge is kind of spread out. Some of these ones aren't bad, but with the way I have my resources spread out everywhere, you wouldn't get huge. You might get one or two, and garum. See, garum's all together, so that's definitely worth having. Happiness, nah. Olive oil chain, not really. We have a couple olive oil islands. It's not really one of those ones that's super important, but we're gonna take that. Alright, now that we're here, let's see where these ones. So we got bread chains, we got a bread island, Ammophora. I want to say our Ammophora is made over here, right? That's garum. Dye. Potters. Okay. So now this will you reach? No. Hold on, do I have multiple of these buildings over here? It's easier just to do it this way. No, so wondering if where I can put you. Can I put you where you fit right there? Yeah. I don't even care if it's ugly. You reach there. And then we could throw in another one of you guys right here. Because there's definitely... Alright, so that'll be for that. Where's our boat?
What could you possibly require?
Let's get our boat over here, see if we can up some of this production. That's just going to make things that much easier for us. And I think I'm going to actually grab you 4 that are out of range. I don't really care that that's ugly right now. Future me problems. Oh no, we might need to grab. We'll see if that one clears. If not, we'll move it too. Wait, what are you? You don't even need to be here. I don't even have you turned on. Alright. Let's see what we actually have already on this island. There might actually be some here. Resident, horse, residence, glass, residence, cabins, now refineries. Ooh. No, I want extractors. Are there any refineries? You're a refinery. But that doesn't really matter. We're not too worried about that. Livestock. Oh, these are considered livestock farms? Didn't we have something for livestock? Hunting cabins, fisheries. What are you for? Mackerel? It's not gonna really reach many of them. Huh. Wondering where I can put this building, where I could get more bang for my buck here. So, I don't have anything for these guys right here. If I move them up, move y'all down here.
One of your cities is at risk of a great fire.
Yeah. Oh. And of course it's a different width, so they don't fit. Alright, you guys all going to be in range? Yep. Move these ones down. Alright. Now these guys should get that buff. That'll give some of my mackerel a buff here as well. Where'd that one go?
Let's get started then.
Refineries, none of those. But hey, look, there we go. That's not bad. And to be honest, we could probably move these two snailery guys. Move these guys in within range. We're not going to get them all. Well, I guess we could use the other side too. As long as they all fit. I don't need it to be pretty, I just need them to fit. Look at that. All the fisheries. Alright, let's get these other two off. Ammophora was one of them. Oh, sorry, I trade them. Charcoal, togas, ammophora, bread. We're not doing a lot of bread here. Garum. Are we doing garum here? Yeah, I think garum's the other one. So we can come in here now. There's this dark haired girl, ammophora chains.
Let's work together.
Perfect. And then these are the garum, right? So we can throw... I forgot which one the garum was. Right there. That's going to give us another 10% on all of those. So we're pulling in extra fish. Over here, 10%. And then we're doing an extra 10% on the actual garum. So let's make sure we're not going to fall short anywhere. Oh, no. Did it actually fail? Is it working? Yeah, okay, cool. I don't know why Twitch keeps dropping me like that. Doesn't like me. Alright, back to... Where were we looking for garum? We're only making 9 tons of mackerel. We got 12 tons of the salt. Let's check, see what we actually have in our inventory here. Mackerel, it's actually going up, so I'm not sure why it's... But garum is maxed out. So we'll look and see if old Titiana or Cinis.
With their lot and may soon revolt.
Yeah, that doesn't really break it down for us very much, does it? Let's see if they have enough garum in. Yeah, it's a little low, but probably got a ship on its way. It's nothing to worry about yet. But hey, we increased those. Bread, charcoal, olive, and togas. Where is our bread island? Are you the bread island? We had a bread island. There's our bread. Oh, we already have one here. I don't know if they stack. Don't know if they stack. We're just not going to mess with that right now. Why?
Storage can't hold your greatness, Gav.
I have all this honey here. Do we have all this honey here? Yeah, I mean, it's... Grapes and honey they're there. They're not maxed out, but they're there. Okay. Alright, so we don't need to worry about the bread guy right yet. Where'd my ship go? Okay. So that was bread, charcoal burners for our new, and then olive oil and togas. Alright, I know you're going to come up here. Wait, why are you going there? Oh. Because we might be able to get both of these, no, neither charcoal burners within range of that guy. Dang. Worth a shot, but not really. Alright, so no charcoal, olive oil. Did I put one over here? Tell me I already got an olive oil guy right here. Yeah, already do. Another olive oil island is down yonder here. Tell me I already got one here too. Why do I even have that there? They already have fertility here. That's a waste. Kitchens, residents, cloaks, residents, weaponsmiths. Alright, well, we'll get a buff on some of these olive oil production right here. Not sure that that's needed, but I bought it, so I'm going to use it. No, we got all the olives and all the olive oil here. Man, okay, I thought I was getting some good finds on some of those, but guess not. Alright, we have grapes coming from here. Those are good. Alright, we need to get back to the purple drink. That's where this all started, and I don't feel like we have gotten where we need to. Livestock farms. Extractors. That's what I was looking for. Extractors and dye and fisheries or anything. So yeah. But either way. Oh, we got a riot. We got police here, right? Yeah, we're good. Alright. We were making... Was it 6 tons, 8 tons, and we're only doing 6 tons. So we can go ahead and throw in a couple more of these dye makers. buttons are very hard today. Oh, we are short on tiles, of course. Do we have any more room this way? No. Dang. It's probably why it didn't happen.
Waiting for your decree.
Charcoal burners, olive oil production. I keep trying to just click on them like it's going to do something. Togas, that's one I definitely need to... And you get this creepy looking dude there. Alright, let's get this guy up here. Huh. Actually, now that I think about it, what does this guy specifically say he does? Or girl. Toga chain. So this one should actually work here for the dye works. Let's see if that actually helps. Did it again. Alright, let's throw old girl in here. And if this works... This might be another one where we need to move some things around. So that way I can get all of the fisheries, all of the snail farms.
Never a dull moment, I assure you.
Yeah, see right there. It does count against those, or for those. So all of these snails need to switch over here with all of these oysters. We're gonna just plop them out in the middle of nowhere for a minute. Get these guys as close to the shoreline as possible. Hope we don't have too much of a fitment issue.
With their lot and may soon revolt.
Alright, Cinis is still mad. Got it. I haven't checked to see if I've been doing games. So might be time to do some more games on Titiana and Cinis. Alright. Not hitting them all, but better than what we had. We could actually probably get a couple if we put them on this side. Might be worth seeing if we can get one more. Nah, I didn't capture that one. But nonetheless, that did buff up the production on a fair amount of those buildings. So let's see, it's still 9 and 7. So we do need some tiles to build that guy up. Let's see what these other two dudes are for. Bread and charcoal burners. Are we sending bread from anywhere else? Eosphoros, yep, that's our bread island. We know about that. And Titiana is making us bread. And what is this island? This island? Crook Fillet Land? Let's see if they have anywhere we can. Yeah, yeah. Let's see what our overall bread look here is. Pretty much maxed out, and everything is spread out. I can move them closer. We can do this. We can get another one here. Get that just close enough. Move these dudes. Can't move them like that. Well, we're going to have to put in another warehouse because they're not going to reach. Is there a warehouse this way? Okay, we can put them on this side. Do 2 and 2. Doing a lot of work just to try to get these things remotely close. Alright. Watch me already have a bread guy here. No, okay. Glass, plantations, and cloaks. Alright. Let's get that bread guy over here. See if we can up his production a little bit as well. Yeah, you. We one. We can go ahead and put the other fire pit dude here. Alright. And then we do, I guess, does Crookflail? They have the 4 tiles we need to build that one building, so we'll see if that works out in our favor. No clue if this is going to have any meaningful impact on the overall production of any of these things. Right now we got a fair amount. Fish good. Everything looks like it's trending up. Bread just, yeah, bread sucks. No soap. Gonna have to revisit soap, but we are getting enough grapes. We are getting enough honey. Purple drink is kind of there. Tablets are slowly creeping up, and it looks like our raw oysters are starting to fall. I know I was redoing a lot of those farms and all those, so maybe I messed that up a little bit just by moving things around, and it's gonna screw up our supply for a little bit, but I couldn't imagine it being that bad. But that looks like that is going to be the choke point for our oysters with caviars. Oysters. That might be the next thing to tackle, but we are sitting at 60,000. So we're still down a few thousand. But I think, yeah, bread is definitely one of the big head hurters there. And then the random influx of beer and cheese definitely has a say in that. What else are we looking at? Soap. That's population hit. Statuette. That is also a population hit. So, it's a fight there. Alright, so for statuettes, let's look at this real quick. Make sure. It might just be as simple as adding the. They need uncut marble and obsidian. What are we looking like with uncut marble? Not too great. Not too great. Where is our uncut marble coming from? Are we... Alright, you're sending it over, but you're barely bringing any in. You too are bringing over some, but it's hardly any. Of these, we have one on island. We're gonna go ahead and just build another one. You have nowhere to send it. That's fine. We have people and resources on this island. Alright, that's gonna get us some more uncut marble. So it's 7 tons. I mean, these, we're making a ton of these things. Wow. All the specialists we have. I got these things pre-built, ready for specialists, but just not doing what we need them to. Alright, anyways, let's see what our potential is for these statuettes now. 6 out of 7 tons. Still, we just built 6 of those guys, and they're not doing diddly squat for us. Oh yeah, people are pissed off. Have the games ended? The games have ended. I don't remember seeing that. Doing the big boy games. Don't have glass. Don't have any of that shit. Whatever. Full send. Let's check Titiana real quick. Make sure. Yeah, their games have ended too. Alright, let's go to the medium games here. Because they got less crap than they do. Did our ship get to... Festival can be hosted on Faciendum and come in belief.
Waiting for your decree.
Alright. Here comes Bubba with our bread chain increase, hopefully.
Ready. Delighted.
Alright, so hopefully that will help with our bread chain some and getting us some more bread.
Possibly required.
This dude's... That dude's useless. We're going to get rid of him. Alright, we bought a lot of people. Not quite sure we got our money's worth. We'll see over time as some of these things... Who knows? Alright, let's run a quick run through on... Alright, beer came in, bread still an issue, but all the other things seem to be working in our favor right now. Soap is barely hanging on. We really need to do... I need this island. I need the river slots. I'd be making nothing but bread and soap on this island. Small city, just enough to support it. And then just making huge farms of everything.
A fire has started in your city.
Yeah, Skellington's on fire. Great. Let's check it out. Oh, we do... That's right. Wanted to take these tiles back. Where did I send that ship? Oh. Oh no. Okay. Whew. Alright. I don't know where I sent that gopher ship. Did I send them somewhere? I wish I knew why I did the things I do. Is it a different bread island? Nah, it was definitely right here. Not sure why I sent that boat. Maybe I sent it home and didn't realize I did. We'll find out. But as of right now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get the tiles for the island down there to see if we can build that one more thingamajigger. The purple drink maker. Don't know if they need concrete, but they're going to get it. And we're coming all the way down here. Yeah. See, we still have plenty more river space to, or space out here. So if we need to, we could definitely, we might just start doing that. It's these extractors, that's the issue. One, it's unhappy as all get out. But I need them close enough to get the buff. Yeah, that ain't gonna fit. We can at least move them all down to maybe affect a few less houses. Slightly less angry people out of it. And they're all still within range. Okay. What I should do is I should see how many people I can get upgraded to do we not have the ability to get to tier 3? What are you guys missing? Oh, you're missing tiles. Okay. I need the tiles to upgrade the houses so that way I can get them to tier 3 so we can make some more. Alright, and for snails. Same thing. We're going to need... Man. So I'd like to add some more snails. I'd like to add some more extractors. We might just end up taking a whole bunch of tiles from all these surrounding islands. Wish I knew what I did with that boat. Alright, you're coming with those goods. But I had another boat over here. I know I did.
Neptune's finest! Ready!
Where did it go? I'm gonna cycle through the island, see if I got a boat just sitting anywhere, not doing anything. Nah, I just lost a boat. Cool. Good times. Good times. Still not enough wood. Yeah, looks like our Sandarak wood is starting to dwindle down a little too. Minerals are not keeping up. You do not have any extra slots. Do you have any extra mountain slots? Do we have any more room for houses over here? I might be able to do minerals on Crook and Flail. Alright. That'll be something for tomorrow's episode. We are sitting at our hour mark almost. We're going to see if we can get these last few upgrades done. Alright, you... We'll send you over here because you got a lot of goods. Or a lot more. Alright. Building you. Building you. We need to get some tier 2 to tier 3. That should get us at least one more extractor worth. Wondering how far I can move this guy over. Lose the... well... To rotate. Oh. And then I definitely wouldn't get as many extractors. There's not... Now, this is really just... that's the best place for it right now. Alright, let's see what this does for snails. Snails is at 11, extractors is at 8.
Citizens are dissatisfied with their lot and may soon revolt.
Okay, there's 2 more extractors.
Citizens are dissatisfied with their lot and may soon revolt.
Yeah, everybody's gonna revolt. You guys have a fucking party. Alright. Still have room. Alright, this might be a... have to expand some people.
Done.
Let's see if we've used all of our cheat codes here. Population and health. Yeah, we've gotten pretty much everybody. And we're already maxed out, yeah. What are you missing? Snails? Oh, you just gotta go get them. Quit being lazy. Alright, so we're still producing more snails than we are. Purple drink. If those, would that give us enough room?
Citizens are dissatisfied with their lot and may soon...
Bro, that's all I hear in my headset right now is just how pissed off everybody is. Alright, cool. That gives us enough for one more building. Closing the gap a little bit. Snails are at 10, and purple drinks at 10. Alright, balanced out. That's as good as it's going to get unless we add a lot more people to this island. At which point we're going to have to look into trade routes and all sorts of things, so that's not really going to be the ideal. Scorpion clinched land. Just got a new chick. What's this girl do? It's one of the old lady looking ones, right? Yeah, useless. Useless. Yeah, we could throw those guys on a boat somewhere. Might be useful for that. Alright, before we send this guy over to pick up goods. Doesn't really need to. While he's here, though, might as well borrow some wood. And we'll send him back up here, so that way tomorrow, when we want, we'll be able to start another round of ships. We just made 10 more. Send them over to to Albion in preparation for war over there. Population's still fluctuating too much. Really struggling with a lot of the goods. Problem is we need more islands for it. The things we need, we've pretty much maxed out all these small islands. I haven't really tapped into Titiana as much as I could because it was always finish off this island and building it up and leveling them all up, and I'm just not sure that so I don't really want to take up a bunch of this space, which I've already taken up way more than I wanted to. So it's kind of hands off. I need this island right here. I need his last big stronghold. I need the river slots. I need the soap production. Yeah, everything here. And then the big one, I haven't even gone and looked over in Albion in forever. But I need her big island over here. Is it this one? Yeah, barley, copper, silver. Problem is that's two separate wars against two different people. So we really need to prioritize what is more important. This one would definitely stabilize all of the Albion or all the Latium supply goods, but then all the Albion supply goods would get... Yeah, I think we might have to go to Albion first. Where are we at? We got a bigger army. Our navy's smaller. We're building up though, and she had a larger army last time when we completely smoked her. I'm not going to be looking to get in a fight with her over here. I literally just want to smash and grab that one island and then make peace with her. So that might be... Yeah, we're already at 0 with him, so if I could take that island quick before he threatens us with war, that might be the thing. So I think we're going to switch into full-time war prep starting tomorrow's episode, because we need an island. The fluctuating population because the goods coming from over there is just not good. We're struggling with beer, struggling with cheese. We should, probably even get bread produced over there and bring it over here easier than we can on this, making it here ourselves. But all right, that's it for this episode. It was a pleasure chatting with you guys. Drop in anytime. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye.